Okay, so Carrie, do you mind unmuting yourself, please, babe?
Hi.
Hello. So, my first speaker on tonight's call is Carrie. So, a lot of people say to me, "Oh, like I can't go SDD. I don't have a team." But you can go SDD on your own, and this girl has proved it the last 2 months. So, Carrie went SDD in March with over 25 orders. I can't remember what it exactly was, but it was over 25 new customers. And then she reconfirmed SDD again on her own this month with 28 orders. So she is literally one of our customer queens as well. So can you just share with everybody, first of all, obviously you'll get into over sort of 25 orders in March and doing it again in April, finishing on over 3,250 points by yourself. What are your tips of attracting people to you?
Keep it colourful, keep it exciting, make people want to do what you're doing. Believe in yourself. I wake up every single morning and tell myself I'm going to get an order. By the end of the day, you've got it. It's all about laws of attraction, definitely. And consistency. Put your posts up every day, make it exciting, and follow-ups. Anyone who inquires about the products, I always write their name down, and then every single week I'll reconnect with them just so my name keeps popping up. So they're constantly being reminded of like what I'm doing, things like that. And when people speak to me, you make it exciting. I just always make it sound like it's so much fun and so easy to do, and I find that everyone just wants it.
Amazing, love that. I think there's some really important key points there. So make a note of everybody that inquires, because if you're anything like me, if I don't write a list of people who have inquired this, like throughout the week, I forget. And then where you get caught up, and as your team gets bigger, you have so many messages from your team and things like that. Scrolling through your Facebook inbox takes you forever to try and find those people again, and you forget about them, and then you lose that sale. So writing a list of them and following up with them is really, really important. And then, like you said, make your Facebook fun, make it colourful, and you can see that you're taking the products and you're doing the plan yourself, which is going to inspire people to come and ask you anyway. So when somebody in school, can't get my words out. When somebody inquires, is there a specific? Oh my god, I can't talk now. Is there a specific method you follow when somebody inquires? There we go, got there in the end.
Yeah, always ask questions. So I try and make them feel that they need me, they need my help. Always ask them questions. Ask them things like, are they a snacker? How much do they want to lose? How much do they want to spend? 9 times out of 10, they'll give you a monthly sort of budget, and you can always like up it by 20 quid if you're excited about it. So yeah, make them feel like they need you. Always voice note. That's one thing that I'll always say that I really think helps. I went without voice notes for like 2 weeks, and I even saying to Kirsty, my upline, I was like, the difference in the amount of people that were even responding to me, because no one wants to read an essay. That gets boring. If someone was to just juice plus essay me, I'd literally be like, nah, I can't bother to read it. If someone's hearing your voice, for a start, when someone voice notes me, I want to listen to it straight away because I want to know what they're saying. So definitely voice note and be a product of the product. I had a few guys message me in April. A couple of them bought, but most of the guys turned around and said, you're selling the product like amazingly, but like, how do I know that you're not just selling? How do I know that you've just been given this essay to read off? Like, how do I know? How do you know it's good? And as soon as I told them my story, that was an instant sale. So yeah, definitely be a product of the product as well.
Love that. That's so true. And especially if you send a massive essay, and like for me, like, you know, when you're busy, it's easy to put your phone down and forget about it. So clients sometimes don't ignore you because they're being rude. It's just the kids shout them, or the dinner starts burning, and then they just forget. So that again ties into the follow-up. And voice notes, yeah, people are nosy. Like if someone voice notes me, you don't know what they've said. You've got to listen to the voice note.
Yeah.
And your last point as well about when people are saying to you, is it just obviously a like, how do people know you're not selling? I do the same sort of things. People, I always say to them, right, this is what I used to do, this is what I've changed, this is the plan I personally use, this is the results I've had. Obviously I didn't have that much to lose, or things like that, but you just compare it to you and talk to you and really relate to them, and then they feel it's becoming friends with people, really, isn't it?
Yeah, they trust you. They end up wanting to put their trust in you. And then, you know, the messages that I've had this week from people talking about their results, I just like, thank you so much. I can't believe I didn't believe you in the first place, and things like that. It's about people. It's about being there. If they're having problems, be there, answer their questions. I'm very, if one of my customers message me, I'll make sure I message them back within 10 minutes, because I don't want them to be waiting for an answer. It's all about looking after them and treating them like you would treat your teamies, treat them like babies, teach them how to do it properly, and you'll keep them.
Amazing, love that. So next question, what attracted you to the business? So obviously this is quite an important question, because it's good to know what attracted other people, so you can then use that when you're trying to attract people to your business.
I actually was interested in the products first, and a girl I went to school with were selling the products. So I was speaking to her about it, and we didn't really get on at school or anything like that. So I was a bit like, oh, I don't know. And then Kirsty added me on Facebook, and we got talking about the products and things. So it took me about 3 months to even buy the products, but I was always seeing her posts about how exciting things were and how much fun she was having. So even though I'd questioned her about it, I think it was about 3 months after that I even listened to the voice that she'd sent me about the business. And then I went onto her wall, and it was just so motivational and exciting and colourful. And obviously, you know, everyone's looking for a little bit of extra cash to do, you know, your extra things. And I was just really drawn in by how colourful it was. And she was always on about, you know, the fun that everyone was having and the events and things like that. And I just wanted to be part of it. And to be honest, I joined the business not thinking that I'd be very good. I remember talking to like my partner and being like, you know, it's just a little bit of fun, see what I can do. But I think once you actually into it and you realise how much fun it is, and you can show that to other people, it just gets people in. People want it.
Love that. So why should everyone be excited for May? New month. Why should everyone be excited?
Why wouldn't you be? Get excited if you're not. It's silly. This is supposed to be fun. But yeah, I find the most exciting thing for me is challenging myself. So I did not think in a million years that I would reconfirm like the level I'm at twice. I didn't think I'd do that at all. But the fact of the matter is, if you do believe in yourself and you treat it like it's exciting, then it will be. Like, there's nothing to be moping around about. Hang on, I've written something else down here. And if you're not excited, then why are you doing it?
I love that. And can I just say as well, Carrie and Kirsty, both of them you were about what, 1,500 points off as of Friday. Yeah. So hands up on this call, most of you, if you were 1,500 points off of a promotion on a Friday and you had only two days, I bet you would give up. This girl carried on hustling through Friday, Saturday and Sunday and done it. And it was the same with Kirsty. She was, I think we worked out, she was about 1,300 points off. She carried on hustling and didn't give up either and got there. Same with Jade, who was going for promotion. She was about 800 points off, I think, on the Friday, and we carried on working over the weekend and she got there. So it's all about not giving up and just believing in yourself.
Yeah.
And last of all, can you leave us with a motivational quote or one piece of advice?
Yeah, have fun, believe in yourself. It's what it's about. It's not about, I struggle sometimes because I work a full-time job. I do overtime as well, so I really struggle sometimes to find the time, and I get really tired, and I do get stressed because I'm like, oh, I haven't done this and I haven't done that. But you have to get out of that little bubble that you can get yourself into and just have fun. Speak to the girls. If you're having a bad day, get yourself out of your rut, and have fun with it. That's the best thing you can do. If people can see you're having fun, you ain't got to worry. Your business is going to soar.
Love it, babe. Thank you so much for sharing your
You're
tips with us. And if anyone's got any questions for Carrie, I'm sure she'll be happy to help. Just pop her a little message and then she can get back to you in the next few days. So thanks, Gorge. I'm just going to mute everybody again. 2 seconds. I keep going to mute myself instead of everyone else. There we go. So my next speaker is Emma. If you can unmute yourself, babe.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh.
So I know Emma isn't going to mind me. So I was just getting really comfortable. Emma isn't going to mind me sharing this with you guys. We spoke about it and she knows. So Emma joined the business, went SDD, and then your business went from SDD to literally 0, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Emma has built her business back up, especially in the month of April. She really got her act together, gave herself a bit of a talking to, built her business back up, and finished on over 1,500 points and 2 new team members by the end of the month. So can you just share with us what you've changed and what have you changed? So, like, I know a lot of people's businesses drop or things, but it's all about picking yourself back up. So what have you changed in the month of April that's really made a difference to your business?
Me. I am the one catalyst that everything comes back to in my business. So I've changed my mindset and also the accountability of it as well. It's nothing to do with anyone else. At the end of the day, it all comes back down to me. So that's what I changed. So sort of thinking about everything in the long run as well. So my main goal, obviously, is PMD. If it isn't, you need to look further ahead. And then I look at each bit as each individual step. So April, I did my 825+1. This is the first time I've written all this down, actually, by the way.
Love it.
So April, I did my 825+1. So then my next step in May is to do my 825+1, but also get my PUB as well.
Love that.
And then June, reconfirm SDD and hit SC. August, reconfirm SC. October, SSC, because we'll have another influx of mums, like school mums wanting to do their own thing, get back on themselves after they've spent all summer feasting on fish and chips and ice cream.
Love that.
That's what us mummies do, you know. Any excuse. And then, yeah, January 18, after all, December and January, like, hype. I'll go QNMD, ready for February convention. So, and also because me and Sam shook hands on it at previous Birmingham convention.
There's no going back.
yeah, we shook on it. That's it. So, yeah, and I'm not going to Liverpool, so I've got to do it for February instead.
Love that. So what is your one piece of advice for anyone else's whose businesses may have dropped? What is your best piece of advice for them to build it back up again?
Actually do the work, you know, keep plugging away and ask for help if you need it. We're literally spoon-fed what we need to do to make this business work. So it's no one else's fault apart from your own. If you're not actually putting the work in, you're not going to see any results. Same with the plan, same with trying to get clients to keep following the plan. If they're not doing it, you're not going to see the results. So if you're putting your all in and you're not getting anywhere, then just ask for help. That's what you guys are there for. And that's what I've done. I've sort of gone into so many different groups, like not just with you guys, but Sinead as well. So I'm sort of spreading myself a bit thin at the moment, but I can concentrate on each individual one at like a specific time of the week.
Love that. And also, like, I know Emma won't mind me sharing this, but she's got herself back involved in everything. And I know sometimes this business can be quite lonely, but when you're involved, you're going to have more fun. And when you're having fun, you're more excited, and that shows on your profile and that shows to people. So I'm in Laura's team chat, not because she needs me in it, just because, wow, I don't even know why I'm in it anymore. I'm just nosy. And I'm like, oh, what are you doing? But like, I know, I see Emma posting in there, and I see her motivating everyone else in there. Like, come on, girls, we can do this. And by being involved with your team chats and being involved with different groups going on and things like that, it keeps you motivated and it keeps you excited. And when you're excited, your business is going to be successful. I also know that Emma now sits down with her DMO and has it all wrote out, and you give yourself time, don't you, in the evening now when like Rob's at work or the kids are in bed, where you'll sit down and make sure you do it. And it's made a massive difference. And like you said, ask for help. We're here to help you. All you need to do is ask. So that's absolutely amazing. And I think as well, one of the hardest things in this business is when your business does start dipping, it's so easy to turn around and give up, but the only person that can pull you out of that and change it back around is yourself. And that's exactly what Emma's done. If she had probably looked at her business 2 months ago, I bet she never would have thought, right now she's on a Zoom speaking, sharing her tips, 2 new team members, over 1,500 points on her own, like literally insane. So massive hats off to you and massive respect for that. So why should everyone be excited for May?
Because April was awesome, and it can only get better, obviously. And then because if you're not excited, then why should anyone watching or following your profile or your Instagram want to be a part of your business? Like, whether that's taking the products or being a teamie, like, you've got to spread the love, spread the joy, and enjoy it for yourself.
Amazing. And can you leave us with either a motivational quote or a piece of advice?
Yeah, I found one, and then I was on Facebook and I found like about 4 or 5 from Muhammad Ali, but I won't do all those. I'll save those for another day. So the one that I found was nothing will work unless you do, which was very apt for my notes. And then I added a bit on the end that says, so pull your finger out and crack on.
Love it, love it, love it. Massive thank you for sharing that with us, babe. Really appreciate it. And if anyone feels like they can relate to Emma or maybe want some advice from her or a little bit of help, then again, I'm sure she's happy to answer any questions. Obviously, if they don't get back to you straight away, but they will. So thank you so much for that. And thank you so much for speaking on my call.
No worries.
So last but not least is Fern. If you can unmute yourself, babe.
Hi.
Hello, you're right.
Hi. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. So Fern has been in the business for a month. So April was her first full month in the business. She finished in total on over 4,000 points with 2 team members and getting both of her team members to DD as well as herself going SDD. This month alone, in day 1, she's already done 870 See, guys, I told you. No. This month already, and we're only on day 1, she has already done 875 points. So, what are your top tips on attracting people to you to order the products?
I think the main thing that's attracted people to my profile is just being completely myself. I feel like, obviously, all that support, because I'm still new at this, so I'm still learning, and like all these crazy stuff that I'm hearing from you all, I still don't understand, but I want it anyway, so I'm going to try my very best. But seeing those status ideas, I think are brilliant, but I've just changed them a bit so they sound like me personally, because everybody on my Facebook obviously know me, and if it doesn't sound like me, then they're not going to be interested. They're just going to see that I'm copy and pasting something. So I think that's one of the main things that have got people interested. And I've kept a balance between like my personal stuff that I put on, like I've got a dog. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but that's my life. So I just post about him all the time. And if I look at my profile and realise like that there's a lot Juice Plus and there's not much dog, or like me and my boyfriend going out or whatever, I will just delete some statuses. It looks a bit overpowering, and I just think, so I'll just delete a few and then add more in of my personal stuff. And I found just keeping it really short helps as well, and then you get more messages and stuff. But yeah, that's how I've been doing it.
Love that. I had a conversation about this with some of the girls yesterday and just said to them that I sometimes see a status and then I see about 100 of the same status. I can tell when it's somebody else's status, because especially when you get to know somebody, you know their personality. And if I know that isn't your personality, or you wouldn't use those words, or you wouldn't use those emojis or things like that, then you post it. If I can tell, then your friends are going to tell, and exactly. Then buy into it. And I like that idea, actually, of even if you've done too many posts, people might have seen them, but going back through them like the next day or the day later and deleting a couple, people have still seen those ideas. But then when you go back through your post Facebook, it isn't like Juice Plus it.
Yeah. Well, what I've done when I've posted a status, if nobody's liked it, if I haven't got one like on it after like a day, I will delete it, because I just feel like it makes me look unsuccessful. I feel like if somebody's not liked it, they'll be like, well, it must be rubbish then, because no one's even liking the statuses, because a picture of my dog will get like 46 likes. So I'm like, I need to delete some, to get people more interested.
Love that. And I always say the same to people. So have 3 things that you love or that you're into. So like for you, it's your dog, or like going out with your boyfriend. For me at the minute, obviously my Facebook is like all about baby stuff and things like that. But like if anyone knows me, like my friends that know me, like know I'm obsessed with trainers. So I'm always posting pictures up of like, I really like these trainers. Does anyone know where I can get them from? And it's still about being you. So have 3 things that you like doing. So it might be, you might enjoy going to the gym, but you then might love makeup, and you might love like your dog. Like I would look like a weirdo if I started posting about dogs because I don't have a dog. So again, it's got to be relatable to you. Or like I started posting about high heels all the time, and like she's like, people look at me and be like, Lauren, I've never really seen you in a pair of heels before. Like, what are you doing? So it's got to be relatable to you. So have that balance on your profile of things you do and your business as well. So love that. So you recruited 2 team members and they both hit their promotion. So how did you recruit your team members?
They were customers. I started like in the last 2 days of March, didn't I? And they ordered in those 2 days. So they were like a couple of my first 2 customers, and they, after a week or so, they loved the products. So I just like slipped it. I was really like enthusiastic. I just slipped it in saying, if you love them that much, you can make some money from loving them. And they were like, what? And like, I know Heather's watching now. I don't know if Louise is, but like, and at the minute she won't mind me saying it, but she's a manager of a nursery. So I knew that Heather would be really, really good at it, because she's so enthusiastic. If she can sell her nursery to parents, she can sell this product easily. So I knew that Heather would do amazing. And Louise is doing brilliant as well. But I was just really enthusiastic because I am enthusiastic about it. I love it. I think it's ace. So they could see that in me. And like Louise, I work with her. So I was talking about it all the time, like on my phone, on my dinner, like, look, like, I'll get a message, and I'm just like, oh, I've got a message. I just was getting really excited, and so was she. So she joined. But and I've got a little plan as well next week, because they both hit the promotions. I'm taking them out for some cocktails next week. So like, we've got a plan for like, we'll post obviously that. And I'll be saying, like my girls have hit the promotions, and then other people. Because I've had quite a few messages about like the team and like joining the team. So I'm hoping they'll see it and go, oh, she takes them out for cocktails. And then I might get some more.
Like I have so many people sometimes, like if I send my girls like a little incentive present or like a little card for their promotions, like with one of my girls, when she went SSC, I got her like a Vivian Westwood purse, and I had people messaging me saying, I want to join your team just for the incentives. They didn't even care about the business, they just wanted to win the prizes.
Well, everyone loves some goodies, don't they? So
Exactly. So it's all about showing that you're having fun as well with the business. And that's why I set this month as my challenge, like have a team get together as part of the challenge this month. So like it doesn't have to be like, I don't know, like a strict training thing and a thing, but like you said, like your team get together then will be going out for cocktails and that's it done. You can tick it off. And if people don't come, so what? But you put the opportunity there. It might be going for dinner. It might be going for lunch. Like once I can drink, I will be having cocktails with absolutely everybody. Yeah, I love that. It's all about having fun and not being scared to say to your customers, if your customer turns around and says that they're doing well on the plan, say to them, do you know what? I'm looking for distributors in your area. You'd be amazing. You love the products anyway. All you need to do is share your story. How easy is that?
Well, I found it so easy. Them two they were straight on it. They were like, oh yeah, that's a well good idea. Let's do that. And that were it. But I know it won't always be that easy. I just feel very lucky that it's been that easy this month, but might not be, now. But we'll see. I'm hoping it will be. I've got 5 potentials at the minute. 5, so I'm on it.
What attracted you to the business? So you signed up through Laura. So what attracted you?
It was Laura. It were enthusiasm. I saw a video. It was sponsored. I saw it like a few months ago. It came up on my own page, and I was like stalking her like crazy. And then I saw that somebody had posted actually about the product, saying that it had helped with that arthritis pain. So I messaged Laura, and I was like, I've got scoliosis. It's a curvature in your spine, and I have really bad pain with it. So I was like, oh, if they help with arthritis, they might help with that. So I just got talking to her about that. But then I was kind of more interested in joining the team than I was with the products. So I joined the team because I was looking at Laura's Facebook and I just thought she has the best life. Like that looks so good, and I'm so miserable. I'm like working full time and I'm at uni as well. And I was like, we're getting married next year and we don't have enough money for it. So I was like, right. So I just do it, but I love it. And then obviously I've started taking the products, and I look and this is like 100% true, and Heather can vouch for me because I'm always in pain. 4 weeks I have gone without any paracetamol, and that is massive. That is huge for me. So I'm like, when I tell people that, like my mum, she couldn't believe it. She thought it were crackers. I was like, honestly. So my own story is bringing people in, and I haven't posted that publicly yet, because I want to do it for longer, and I want to like see some really, really good results rather than going 4 weeks. I just think if I can go like 3 months without any painkillers, or even if I go to my consultant quite a lot, if I can go there and he can say like, he can see some improvements with me, that's going to get people's attention a lot more than me saying I haven't taken any paracetamol for 4 weeks. If a medical professional can say that I've improved, then that's brilliant, isn't it? So I'm just going to go with my own story.
Amazing. Love that. And I love that it's just the lifestyle. Like Laura's really good on her Facebook. If you go on Laura Charlotte's Facebook, her Facebook is about her. It is her lifestyle. She's always having fun. And even if you're working and stuff, do things like I used to do when I was at work full time. Like on my lunch break, I'd run to the river and take a picture and be like, nice little stroll by the river today. You just fake it till you make it a little bit.
That's what I'm doing now.
So why should everyone be excited for May?
All I've got in my head now is like, when it gets to May, I think the weather starts getting better and summer is round the corner. And when the weather's better, people are feeling better and they're feeling more motivated. And people are thinking, oh my God, I've got to put my shorts on in a couple of weeks. It's going to be red hot and I don't want to get my legs out. And I just feel like now's the time. Like I feel like May's going to be really busy because it's like the last chance to really get a good head start for summer. So that's why I'm so excited for May. I am really excited. Loads of people are booking holidays now as well. So
everyone, as soon as the sun comes out, everyone starts thinking about holidays. And as well, to relating it back to the business, if you can sit there and be like, I'm getting to work from outside today, or here, even if, like I said, you run out on your lunch break and take a picture, everyone's going to be jealous of that lifestyle. Who wants to be sat in an office when you've got people sat outside? And last but not least, can you leave us with a motivational quote or a piece of advice?
I haven't got a motivational quote because I'm not that prepared, but I would say just be yourself. Like that's what's got people that's what's got me customers. People believe me because I'm being myself. I'm not copy and pasting everything. Yeah, I do now and again. Like, I put some things in my buffer, but then I will just post like my own really little short one, and it sounds just like me. People that know me know that I've got a really strange sense of humour. Not everyone gets that I'm a bit odd, but but that's what's got people involved with me. So it's obviously worked. So just be yourself and enjoy it. Like, I'm just enjoying it. It's the first thing I think about when I wake up. I'm like really excited to like my messages and see if anyone's messaged and stuff. So I'm just really enthusiastic, and it's obviously paying off so far. So fingers crossed it'll carry on.
Love that. Thanks, babe. And if anyone's reading the comments and wonder what Kirsty Louise is on about, she's chuffed for you, babe. And then she's put stop on the side of the road and take a pic. Hey, Loz. So basically, the other day, I don't know if anyone saw it, I put a picture up, really nice picture of all these fields, and I was like, bring business planning, sat in the sun, blah, blah, blah. I was driving home, pulled over on the side of the road, and my car, took a picture of the field, got back in my car, drove home, and sat in my living room. So, little like that's what she said. Because obviously with my back and stuff at the minute, I can't go and walk about in fields and stuff. Like, I'm literally in agony. So that's why she's taking a pic. If anyone's read that comment and said taking a picture on the side of the road, that is because that is legit what I done. So massive thank you to you three ladies for sharing those tips with us. Really, really appreciate it. 3 completely different journeys, 3 amazing journeys, and I'm super excited for everyone for May. If anyone's got any questions, then speak to the girls, speak to me, give them a little shout out on Facebook. And Opportunity Call will be on now, so if you've got any potentials, make sure you tag them in the live, and I'll speak to you soon. Love you, bye.
Bye.